YouTube, welcome back to the Century Farm Organics channel. Today we're going to be swapping out the wide back belts on our 8RX 370 for a set of skinnier tracks. So these are 24-inch tracks that we have on there right now, and we have actually skinnier ones on the front, so we don't have to touch those. But now we are going to go take these 24-inch tracks off. We're going to change out the bogey wheels right there. As you can see, they're all kind of laid over there. We got to swap them out to narrower ones as well, and then put on the new 18-inch tracks that just came in a couple weeks ago. But first, Kevin's already trying to work on it. The good old 3038 garden tractor doesn't want to start. There's some, we don't want to talk about what happened to that tractor. And then we got to get the 8410 out of here because I think it's fixed. Not really sure. Got investigated yesterday and we're told it's fixed, so we'll trust it. And we got to get that 8RX back in here the long way so that we can get the skid loader around and work the belts off. So you guys have seen us change the belts on 8RT, the long skinny belts. I've never done tracks on this one, so it's going to be a learning process. Something wrong will most likely happen. It's me and Kevin doing it, but here we go. We're going to find out.
That's a lot easier with a 2-track than a 4-track, getting sideways in the shop, but that's what we have to work with. So now we just gotta detension the tracks, and see, we'll need a hose we have a hose for it, but on this tractor you detension, they're encased in here, so that's kind of nice.
Okay, we got the track up in the air. We have one jack stand kind of there. We're leaving the pressure on the jack. That jack stand won't go anywhere, hopefully. So now here is our port that we'll actually use the tractor to detension the tracks. So I got the new track in here. Kevin's getting that kind of unboxed, unpalleted, whatever you'd call that. So here is the track hose that we use. I'm not sure if we made this or bought this, but it's This works out really good. Now I gotta think of smartly where to run this hose. Because again, neither one of us have ever done this before.
On an RX. Lift it up. All right, well, there goes one off. Not the prettiest, or not the smoothest, I should say, but it'll do for now. One thing we did struggle with, sorry, I got super close to the camera. We weren't getting this cylinder all the way closed, so it wasn't compressing like that. So we had to use a skid loader to do it, but we got it. Trial and error, usually the second one goes better, so should be good next time. Now we'll get that one off the pallet. Kyle wants to do it outside, it looks like. See, he just hooks it up there. Put the back part on, back there. maybe wasn't the best footage, but yeah, we got it on. Then we got to get all these mid rollers off because they stick out a little bit wider. But didn't go terrible for the first time. Tractor ain't laying on top of us or nothing, so it's the main thing. Yeah, just was a little finicky. Getting these in the grooves too, they all got to be on that roller, whatever them are called, guide blocks and the drive wheel. So
All right, as you can see, here's the reason why we have to change out the bogey wheels that Kevin's working on. So if we left these wide ones on, they'd just be sticking way out, running where we don't want them to. So we're putting on the narrower ones that fit right to the edge of the belt. And yeah, we'll keep on going. We got how many? 12 of those to do total, 6 per track. Then we'll get that back big idler back on, and then we'll retension the track. Okay.
that cylinder doesn't go in all the way, so Kyle's gonna come give it some guidance. Pressure, yep.
So if you're watching this as kind of a how-to, or if you guys have done this before and know how to help us, that took quite a bit to take that cylinder off, or to back that cylinder off. So as you can see, I had to push with the skid motor and push for quite a while just to get it almost loosened off. There's still a little bit of stroke left in that cylinder, but yeah, for now, Kevin's getting that big bogey wheel off, and we'll get that track slung out of there. As I'm taking this track off, last time I struggled really bad. I'm gonna try to get the whole bottom of the track slung out, taken out first, and then lift the top completely off. That's where I really struggled with the skid loader last time. Hopefully Kevin's not crushing his fingers as I'm just sitting here, but there he goes.
Oh, crushed my fingers.
Oh! Okay, now that that's out of the way, I'm gonna have Kevin record and let's get this track out of here.
Want me to move these in?
I don't think so. Let me just try it a little bit here.
What?
Can you close the door?
There, you got it. just like taking a rubber band off a package, huh? So yeah, not too bad. That one, still got some learning to do on these. The 2 tracks we're really good at, but they're a longer band and stuff, so makes it a little bit easier and not quite as tight of crevices to get into. So, but we'll get better at it because we got to do this twice a year. So. Looks good. So that one went a little bit better, but still got to get better at taking them off. So practice makes perfect. Right?
We'll get plenty of practice. Just got the last track on. We got all the smaller bogey wheels on now. Kate and Kevin are in there measuring with the precise amount of ugga-duggas to make sure everything's tight. And yeah, that'll be done. We might have to do we'll have to run that tractor up and down the road. Make sure that the tracks aren't getting hot. We might have to do some realignment, but the other thing we got to do is Cade went and got a metal dumpster hooked up to the Peterbilt. So as you know, we're big hoarders of stuff around here, so it's time to get rid of some metal. So we're gonna get him loaded up so he can take a load of metal back in the morning. And yeah, we'll run this tractor around and get out of the shop. This is a good project to get done. Did you let off? I have it shut. All right, so our indicator flipped green again. So Kevin's got there we go. There we go. tracks are officially on. Now we got to get the jacks out of the way and that cover back on, and then we are done with this project. All right, so we were going to, like I said, load Kate up with a load of metal, but we ran into an issue. So with our new payloader, you guys remember how I was telling you in the last video that we had to order an adapter plate to go from our fusion plate to our old IT hookups. This adapter plate allows us to do that without recutting all the backs and re-welding new ones on, because that's not a fun project. Maybe it would have been cheaper than just buying this plate, but it would have taken a lot of man hours to do that. So now the issue we're having is with that extra gap in there with the plate, our couplers don't want to work to run the grapple bucket. So we are going to make some new hoses. I think if we just disconnect our hoses right here and there, we can make new ones. But I got to make sure we have the right fittings. And I don't know on this channel if I've ever talked about this, but this is one of the best investments that we have, being a farm that's 30 some miles away from the nearest hose making store or anything. We have our own hose maker. We keep mostly all of our own generic parts on hand, or our own ends for it. Then we got the hose saw right there, so we only use that for cutting hydraulic hose. We have our spools of hose down there. I think those are 1/2 and 3/8 inch hose. We use those. Those are the most common that we use on our farm. And then here's some other just miscellaneous hoses that we sometimes use. They're just not worth purchasing a whole spool for, because we don't use them as much as we use 1/2 and 3/8. So now that we got the RX out of here, made some marks on our not so great cement, but now we can get this done. We're not gonna get loaded up. It doesn't look to me like we have a full load of metal here anyway, so it would kind of be a little bit of running back and forth for Cade. So I'm gonna give him a ride home because his pickup is somewhere else, but I'm gonna make hoses right now. Okay, got the new hoses made. They're on there, so tomorrow we should be able to start using this bucket officially. All right, so that's gonna do it for today's video. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel to see us hook that 8RX up to our brand new planter and start going through that hopefully here in the next few days and getting that field ready. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.